It's crazy sometimes thinking you can own a piece of the world. It's just floating through.
Alright guys, fucking crazy announcement today. So basically the NPC along with the IFBB have just announced a new division of bodybuilding, which is called Classic Physique. And so what that means is now we'll have a men's physique division, a classic physique, and then a bodybuilding division. And so they just put a video up on their website, which is right here, and then they listed the criteria. And so what I want to do is I want to talk about the new division, the criteria of the new division, and how I think this is going to affect men's physique in a very positive way. So first, I just want to show you a little clip from the video that they put up.
To see it at NPC News Online, we'll actually have the photos later on. What the division is going to be is we're going to do some compulsory poses.
Yeah, so they're going to do poses.
Front double bicep, side chest, back double bicep.
Which a lot of people have been asking for.
Abdominals and thighs, and your favorite classic pose. No most musculars. They will do their regular routine for like 1 minute like the bodybuilders do. We're basically looking for muscle density, symmetry, and everything else which we were describing on NPC News Online at a later date. We're releasing all the rules and regulations. And we're doing this for amateurs and pros. And one of the reasons we're doing it
here, this is important,
is because next year, starting next year, nothing to do with this year, so anybody training for men's physique, don't worry about toning down. We're still going to look for what we're looking for. We're not
toning down.
Early spring. Starting next year, men's physique is going to be less muscular, less separation. We want to kind of get it back to where we started. More, I don't know what's the right word to use, but the aesthetic, athletic looking, kind of toned down, muscle dense, not as much muscle density, basically.
Boom. So basically what I've been saying and what I realized when I went to nationals this year, and just from watching the top Olympia guys, men's physique has gotten out of control as far as muscle goes and how big these guys really are. It's hard to tell, especially when they're on stage, because when the top pros cut down the last couple of weeks, really the last couple of months, they'll shred like 20 pounds and they'll shred muscle as well just to get like stage ready, but they're still stepping on stage at weights that you can't get to naturally, basically, you know. And so in my opinion, like men's physique is supposed to be an athletic, achievable, natural physique, which means it's all about lifestyle, you know. You're not taking extremes, you're not in the gym 2, 3, 4 hours a day, you're not using steroids, you're not like, you know, maybe you're athletic, you can go out running, you know, you can go to the track and run hurdles, you can play basketball, you know, like you don't look like a freaking, no, don't get me wrong, I love bodybuilding. I love the classic bodybuilding. I think this new division is going to be awesome. There's going to be board shorts, or not board shorts, little tights. So they're not posing trunks, they'll be tights, so you'll be able to see the legs. They're going to have some compulsory poses. I think it's going to be awesome. I'm stoked to see it. But my point is, what I'm getting to is they released the divisions. So let's take a look at some of this information here. So you heard him talk about what it's going to be. So it's basically a mix between bodybuilding and men's physique, you know. So they're going to have height classes and weight classes. And so what this is going to do is it's going to finally give criteria to men's physique, because now when you step on stage and if you're massive, they're going to say, you know, and you don't place well, then they're going to easily be able to tell you, this is why you didn't place well, you're too big, you need to be in classic physique, okay? So let's look at some of the height classes and let's compare them to the men's physique Olympia guys. So first off, let's talk about Sadiq, okay? He just posted a thing on his Instagram today saying he doesn't want to cross over into this new category. He's a men's physique guy. Well, I'm sorry to say, Sadiq, I love you. I think your physique's awesome, but it does not belong in men's physique. Dude is almost stepping on stage at 200 pounds. He's 5'10", 5'11". So let's look and see here. So now we have actual categories. So let's see, Sadiq, let's say he's in the 5'10 to 5'11 category because it includes 5'11". If you see here, it says 200 pounds. That means if you weigh in over 200 pounds, you can't compete in the division, okay? Sadiq steps on stage in men's physique at almost 200 pounds. I think he said 196 or something like that, but that's cutting down water, that's cutting out everything he can to get shredded as shit to step on stage at that. So he's pushing the limits of a new category that's above men's physique, and he's saying that he doesn't want to compete in that category. I feel like this category was made specifically for Physique. You know, like he's too big for men's physique. It's ridiculous. It's out of control. He trains with bodybuilders. Let's take a look at one of his pictures on his Instagram. So this is Physique. This is, I think, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. This is 1 week ago. This is him getting ready to step on stage at the Olympia, completely dwarfing a bodybuilding Olympia athlete. Think about that, guys. That's Kai Green, who's going to probably place second or first at the Olympia this year. That's Physique, a supposed men's physique competitor. Are you kidding me, guys? Are you kidding me? The top guys are the ones that are setting the stage for everything else. So when you have a guy at the Olympia like Physique getting second place at men's physique, that's setting the stage for everything else, you know? So hopefully this new category starting next year is going to change. Like they said, they want men's physique to be toned down a little bit, which is awesome because I don't want to get any bigger than I am right now. So I'm stoked. And then they have another division to put these guys into. So let's look at another one. Let's look at one of my favorites, Ryan Terry. Okay, so this is from a Simply Shredded article. It says he's 5'10", 187 pounds, and I think this was 1 or 2 years ago. I think he's even bigger than this now. So, I mean, there's a little play in these because I don't know their exact stats, guys, stepping on stage. Sometimes they list it, sometimes they don't. So he's 5'10". Let's take a look at the new categories. So 5'9", up to and including 5'10", 192 pounds. So that means he's even pushing the limits. I mean, because we're talking about classic physique here, not men's physique, classic physique. That means if he's more than 192 pounds, he can't compete in classic physique. So that means he's like pushing the limits. In my opinion, guys, and we can look at Jeremy Buendia too, same kind of thing. I think he's 5'8", so up to and including 5'8", that's 177 pounds. 2 years ago, you think he stepped on stage at 170. So, I mean, he's probably stepping on stage this year at the Olympia. I'd guess 177, maybe 180. So that means he's pushing the category as well. In my opinion, guys, pretty much every guy at the Olympia this year should be in classic physique. So if you look at Jeff Seid, for example, his physique from last year, I think he's 6 foot and he stepped on stage around 185. And if you look here, 6 foot, you can step on stage in classic physique at 215. And see, like that's a guy who belongs in men's physique. So like Jeff Seid, like that's a perfect example. And he looked small up there, standing next to those other guys, and that's why he got like 17th or 20th or something like that. He didn't even place, and he didn't even compete this year, and I think that's probably a part of it. So, in my opinion, guys, this is an amazing change. I can't wait for this to happen. I'm gonna continue to compete now because I didn't know what I was gonna do moving forward. It gives a division for guys who want to live a different type of lifestyle and want to be natural athletes and want to be still athletic and aesthetic. Now we have men's physique, finally. Hopefully they give it back to us, they start judging it correctly. We'll have the classic physique, which is going to be an awesome category to watch, and then we'll have bodybuilding, which is for the craziness. They're fun to watch too, but that's just out of control. So there you go, guys. That's kind of my first take on the division and what's going to happen to bodybuilding. I'm super stoked, super excited. I'm going to be stepping back on stage, I believe, this year, so more to come about that. Whatever, I want to hear what you guys think about this. Leave comments below. You can, hit me up on Instagram, whatever, Facebook. I already commented on Sadiq's post where he said, here, look. Sadiq says, let's see what he says.
Instagram, what's up? I hope everyone's doing awesome. I got lots of questions about crossing over into the new classic physique division. Unfortunately, I will not be crossing over into that division. I am a men's physique competitor, and this is where I belong.
So yeah, I think he's gonna eat his own words, guys. Obviously, going into the Olympia a week from now in men's physique, you're not gonna say you're gonna abandon the class. That would be a stupid move on his part. But I guarantee you, he will be competing in classic physique next year at some point. So yeah, there you go. That's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm super excited about the change, and I'll catch you guys soon.